At least it's not like Balls Gonzola or something. 557.
You say that like that's bad.
The best handle I've ever seen, and I had to ban it. This is what upsets me the most about it. Is when I was working at Star Wars, and
Oh,
there was a guy who had named his character Chewbacca,
oh,
right? And we had to ban it for anti-Semitism reasons. And the guy was like, "But I'm Jewish." Like, it's okay. I think it's a funny name, and I was like, "It's a funny fucking name, man. Like, let's let him keep the name." No, we can't let him keep the name. It's like, let him just keep the name. Like, there's worse things. Hand Solo was also pretty good, or Ham Solo. But Chewbacca, man, I will never see another name like that. When I'm 80, if I get there, I'll be thinking of Chewbacca.
quite sure how to respond to that.
Yamulka, little little things down the side. Well, you're not recording it, are you?
I am. We have started,
Okay.
but I gotta check it out because it looks kind of weird. Looks like I didn't turn the chat on. Which is
But you just let
okay
me know when
since,
you.
it's not like anybody's watching.
Listen, if anyone does come in, all they're gonna do is say something like balls and then leave.
Yeah, no, not on X.
No.
No, that maybe on YouTube.
I don't know, man. I
It,
wish the internet
I,
went
I
back to
would
those
I would
days.
celebrate balls actually.
Yeah, yeah. The internet isn't silly anymore. It's too serious.
Okay, all right. Let's get my ugly face in. Bam. Am I picking up any screen? We have no screen at all. What is going on here?
So you're gonna play what's that shitty game that you like? What's the swearing policy on this?
Hey, I'm fine with whatever.
Okay.
Now I gotta find where all my sources are. Oh, I hate this setup. I hate Windows.
That's all we got, man. Literally. I mean,
That's
because
not
who the
true.
fuck is going to use it? No, no. Do not say Linux,
It's
right?
fantastic.
No, no. But it's not there. It's not there yet. It's not. It's It doesn't have an adoption rate. So because of that, you don't have people making it. So you got to jerry rig everything, which is okay. But eventually, something's going to fucking go wrong, and then you got to sit there and wait and fix it, and it's just easier with Windows.
That
So
actually
people just
makes
use
it
Windows.
better for me. Uh, the,
No,
oh yeah,
no. You
I
think it does?
absolutely, absolutely not having an adoption rate, so it's not geared towards idiots. That's what happened to all my favorite games. As soon as they started opening them up, like,
All right,
oh,
all right. So what did you say you're using? Why aren't you using Linux?
I did, but I
But what?
stopped
Oh, why?
because I'm an idiot and I had to dual boot, and I'm not smart enough for that quite yet.
Okay. So you want to be doing this on Linux. I'll tell you what, man. When you can do, just a full session of whatever it is you want to do without having to tinker. Cool.
Oh,
Cool,
I
man.
have to tinker now. Look, it took us 30 minutes to get this set up, and it's not
Yeah,
even
but
set
that's
up
that's a
right.
you problem. That's a you problem.
Wow. Wow.
Uh, I'm an advocate for big corpo,
What
except
is...
they don't pay me. Maybe they will one day.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a good corporate attitude.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's not picking up anything. There we go. What was going on there? That was a little weird. Yeah, I'll go ahead and play a little TFT in the background. It'll keep me a little bit fuddling.
Sure, man. I mean, I guess you're a League of Legends player. You played that a lot. I mean, I was.
No.
First of all, I'm not into, multiplayer gaming. Definitely not PvP. And even that, which isn't, I mean, could be AI or a person, it's still the same kind of gameplay. Um, I've seen some people using some good tactics. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But, didn't really understand it all that, it's definitely a me problem as well. Like 100%.
But I would have said that from the beginning, personally, that it's a you problem.
Yeah, it's definitely a me problem.
No, actually, if you look at my account, you can see that I am not a League player. This is my North American account, so it's a little. My level is 1, which means I have not played League of Legends at all. Only TFT on this account.
I wonder why the video quality is coming through. Okay, there you got it up to 1080. Okay.
Yeah, definitely let me know if it sounds shitty or if it looks horrible.
No, looks good. I had to. It was autoing to 480. I don't know why. Shouldn't be doing that. But look at you.
It's probably
That's
because
silver.
it's probably because you were talking about the old days. It's like, oh, this guy's talking about the old days of YouTube. Motherfucker wants 480. Next, we'll go back to 244, 144.
I love now, right? How when I'm using YouTube and I've got an ad blocker, the ads it's serving me is ads for YouTube Premium. Like that's the only ads I get when I have an ad blocker. It's and then you just F5 refresh it, and there goes the ad. I'm like, I don't even watch it. It's like them trying to make it so quick because they know you're going to refresh it, and the ad blocker is going to catch it the second time around. That the ads are like 5-10 seconds long. It's just like YouTube Premium. It's like, no, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Anyway,
Okay.
so
All right, so we
we
looked
decided,
at the Epic Store.
Yeah.
You know, we were excited about free games and how we don't really have conversations around them, which I think is sad. There's a lot of games out there that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I gotta get a brand new fucking window because way League of Legends works. There we go. Let's make you nice and fat.
I'm seeing black on the screen, by the way, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be there for a second.
There you go. Something's coming.
Yeah.
It's not full screen. There we go.
Yeah, this old school client launching in the client. Well, it's like other clients. It has an individual client, but they're represented as different EXEs. So in streaming setups, you have to account for both. It doesn't just automatically pick up.
Okay. Thanks for that information.
Yeah, I know you were thinking about it in your head. You're like, huh.
Yep.
I
How does that work?
I wish I knew more information about that.
Anyway. The Epic Play Store. Sorry, it's not the Epic Play Store, it's just the Epic Store, right? So the Epic Game Store, right? Which I have a bone to pick with anyway.
What is your bone to pick?
No, we'll go over the games first, because obviously that was the point. It's like you say, it's kind of like, seeing what they give as the free games, sampling them, and then giving an opinion, So, I mean, we had 2 games last week. That was Down in Bermuda and Tomb Raider Remastered. And I don't think Tony liked either of them.
I was not a big fan of Bermuda. Like the art style just didn't jive with me. Watching, it's right there. The narrative just didn't grab me. Go from the title, really cool. It has a cute art style that I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. It's unique. You go through the storm, and then it's 30 years later, and now there's an 80-year-old guy looking at me, and now he wants to solve puzzles. Like, mother trucker,
Okay.
What were you doing for the past fucking 30 years?
All right. First of all, he was getting old really fast. That's what he was doing, right? So let's get that out of the way. Second of all, you're looking for a narrative experience in a puzzle game?
No, I'm not looking. They started delivering me a narrative experience, and then they dropped the ball.
I mean, they could have just not had that, or just made it like hey, it's just island mysteries kind of thing, and would have been just as good. I don't think it would have taken anything away or added anything. So I agree with you there, right? In terms of narration, but right, we are talking about an indie game, right? So let's look up. I always, it's so forgettable, the name, that I always forget it. I hate to say that. So
Tell me more about this forgettable game.
But down in Bermuda, right,
Right.
is made by a studio called Yak and Co. And they've done a few games. They've done 3 games: Agent A, Down in Bermuda, and Bad Badger. All have similar kind of art style. But what this is clearly indie titles, because full price of this game in pounds is $15.49, right? And it's currently on a 93% discount for £1.08.
Okay. I wonder why that could be.
Now, right, like I said, I think you're being a bit harsh, that you just like, ugh, I don't want to play anymore.
I don't think I'm
sure,
being harsh at all.
The story could have been better, but I do like the setup.
Now,
to be honest,
by better, do you mean existing?
Okay, right. It does have a very positive review rate. So again, fair enough, it's not for you.
Yeah.
But as someone who, I like old school adventure games. And old school adventure games were notorious for having puzzles. Now the puzzles here aren't as hard as those, not even close. But it's a cool setup. I like the setup of the island and how you can kind of do puzzles in whatever order you want, like a diorama. So that's really cool. And if you're into puzzle games, I think this will keep you entertained for a couple of hours. So considering, it's an offering from an indie studio who publishes their own games, by the way, so that's always a big plus for me, to take that leap. Could they have done better? Could they have, had like maybe a producer to give them better direction, or, something like that? Yeah, sure, of course they could have. But, right, I give them props for trying it on their own, continue to try it on their own, and making a game that, if you're into puzzle games, it's fun. It's got interesting things, that you can find. Like I said, it's got like this diorama appeal and a feel to it. And I still think you're being too harsh.
I think you're being way too kind, and I think you have a soft spot because you look at him, you see him as the little tough pug, the little tough indie developing
yeah, of course,
company.
man.
Yep.
Of course it is. So like, okay, let me tell you this: I got more enjoyment out of that than I did out of playing TFT. Now, granted, over time, I probably enjoyed TFT more, but like in a 1 hour experience, I enjoyed down in Bermuda. For what I played of it, it kept me engaged. Like, I wouldn't mind going back to it and having a look at the next puzzle and all that kind of stuff. Like you say, the story, the art style, yeah, some of the things, like when they have a sea monster in the second island, it was like, okay. But, and I did get to like the third island in half an hour. So, like I said, not super challenging, but maybe it's got like a steep curve, or at some point they do get more challenging. I didn't play enough of it, but yeah, I think you're being overly harsh.
I think I'm being properly harsh, and I'm not being harsh. I'm not saying it sucks. I'm saying it. I am saying it's not good.
You couldn't get past the man getting old and then going to go look for things. Like, you couldn't get past it. That to you was like, no, I'm done. I'm out.
What is the point of the game?
Alt F12. It's a puzzle solving game, man. It is a puzzle solving game, and it has interesting puzzles, for you to, that all kind of like leading to sequences of each other, and that's it, dude. That's it. It's nothing more than that. That's why it costs $15, and that's why it's on sale for £1.
I think it's way too expensive for $15. That's crazy to me that it's 15.
Yeah, sorry, I'm talking to the guy playing, a free-to-play game.
But I put money into it,
Oh, I can tell. I can tell.
But
all the pretty
you can't
stuff.
tell on this one. This is all free. Everything here is free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The other one is all glorified?
My other one, yeah. My other account is pretty snazzy.
So you have nothing to say about, a perfectly okay game. Not buggy, There was no major bugs or crashes or anything like that. Which again,
I think it was a simple game. The art style was cute. I think they wanted to provide puzzles. I don't think that the game itself as a whole was well thought out. It was, we have puzzles and a way to introduce the puzzles, but there's no purpose to the puzzles. And it's like that not even just the narrative. The narrative sucked, absolutely, but the introduction of the puzzles and the purpose of the puzzles to be there, it's as if
Oh,
that was just a last minute. Hey, we're just going to throw this in here. Here's a connecting line to why you're doing different sets of puzzles. And for a
okay.
$15 game, for me that's too much. I expect a $15 game to be able to pull that together.
Yeah. Tell me how you really feel, Tony.
Yeah, I am. That's what I do.
Oh man. Okay.
This is what everybody says. Wow, Tony, we get that you're really authentic. I'm like,
authentic? Is that what they call you?
Is that
That's
European
like when they call
for
me
asshole?
Passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ivan, we can tell you're a very passionate person. Ivan, stop being an asshole. You know, pretty much. Anyway, moving swiftly on then to the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 offering. That to me was a piece of shit.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. Why do you think? Like, I was like, all right, I'm going to be in Ivan's corner this time. That was pretty exciting. I liked getting those in the free patch. Why was it a piece of shit?
It just, okay, right. So maybe I have high standards when it comes to remasters. Okay, maybe. Okay, when you see what Resident Evil is doing with its remasters, when you see what Mafia, especially the first Mafia game, did, right? And then you go and you play. I tell you what, the GTA 3, 4, and the GTA remakes that they brought out, that everybody hated, were better.
Okay.
You know, that GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City, right? Well, actually, I don't even know if it was better. It was probably the same level of quality, because it's like all we did is put a fresh coat of paint on your jalopy car. We fixed none of the internals, so it still plays like a game that you played in, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s, down to the frickin' T. Like, there's not even like a Y movement on the camera, man. It's just straightforward, and you push a button, and she, you know, does a little flip and turns around. So I guess, you know, if you want the nostalgia and you want the original feel, right? But for that, especially since the game did release on PC, as far as I can remember, yeah, because I would have played it on PC. Just play that, and you probably have someone who's done a mod that is probably better than what they did, right? So that pisses me off, and I explain to you why that pisses me off. Because who owns Tomb Raider? Is it like some small little indie? You know,
No.
Is it some shitty company? I mean, that franchise.
Whoa! Wait, we need to add an asterisk right there. We're not saying small indie companies or shitty companies. Those are two separate buckets, folks. Two separate buckets.
Yes, absolutely. I fully agree. You get shitty companies, doesn't matter which size of budget they have. Just like people.
Just like people.
Just like people. So anyway, right? Is it still Eidos? Does Eidos even still exist? Well, who is it that owns? I mean, like.
I think it's Square Enix, right? Eidos Montreal.
Owns Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider IP is my favorite people, which we won't start a conversation about here because, you know, just the bile starts filling up in the back of my neck there. But it's owned by Embracer Group.
Did you just give me shit when we started this about being negative?
Yeah, but this is a AAA company.
Oh, so it's okay to shit on people if they have investors or are a big corporate company.
It's good to shit on people. Like, I don't want to get into this, right? But it's good to shit on people that literally started the destruction of the gaming industry 3 years ago, which is the Embracer Group, right?
I don't know. No.
Dude.
That's an entire different discussion for us to have, but
yes.
I think we need to agree on that it started a lot earlier than just 3 years ago.
When you come out and publicly say that your only priority is to keep your investors paid, you're in the wrong fucking industry. And that's the bottom line.
Has investors enjoyed that, chat? They were all about that, chat. They're like, all right, give him more money. He knows his place.
Whoop, you know, investors left the chat. Yeah, fuck them. Anyway, right, why I think it's appalling, right, is because if they had actually just put, you know, the time and effort needed, which wouldn't have cost them a lot more, right? It would have been a small team to redo it. I mean, I'm not saying they do. I mean, Mafia is crazy, right? I mean, if you've played the Mafia remake, they just basically, it's a new game, right? It was made from the ground up. Even the mocap, even the voices, everything is fresh and brand new. Okay, so the only thing that's there is literally the gameplay loop and the story, right? Everything else is basically, fresh.
So are you
I
saying...
think that's how it should be done. I think that's how it should be done, right?
But
because,
that's not a remake.
Remake, remaster, whatever. It is. Resident Evil did the same thing. So with Resident Evil 2, 3, and the other ones they've done the same thing. It's the same game, but for a modern... Ooh, I can't believe I almost said that. But for a newer generation, right?
Whoa, whoa!
We're not going to get into that.
Where are my buttons here? Don't I have a censor button?
I've said nothing wrong at this point, and will not say anything further. Anyway,
I will admit nothing.
I did once get compared to a dictator. Probably more than once at one of the companies we worked at. I don't know how we feel about mentioning those here. Probably not a good idea.
No.
We've said our names though, so.
What?
Luckily, no one's going to
Mazzaroth.
watch this. Yeah. Anyway, right. I wasn't done with my rant. Right. What grinds my gears, in the words of the famous Mr. Griffin,
What grinds my gears
is that they could have put more effort into it. And, I'm not saying that to rebuild the engine. They could have, moved it over to the engine they used for the later group, the later ones that they did, the trilogy that they did. Kept the same visual style or just improved visual style. I don't think people would have been too happy if they had changed the visual style to, dark, dank, and whatever they want to do, whatever they're calling the new trilogy, or the later trilogy, should I say. It's not even really new anymore. But like it was just zero effort, man. It was just like, well, let's take this and then let's make money of it. Now let's say, so you said $15 for Down in Bermuda.
Absolutely too much.
Too expensive.
Yeah, that makes me think that the game I'm working on now should be worth 10, and it's not. It is, because I'm actually putting a good fucking narrative driving force in there. But
so
15 for Bermuda? No.
Tomb Raider is not on special, and $25. And if you want 4, 5, and 6, it's $45 with a 9% discount. You think that's worth it? You think, basically just running a new render model and everything, something that does in literally a day, and then charging $25 for it?
For a remake, first off, I think remasters and remakes are bullshit. I think that's a...
I don't.
Yeah, I do. I don't need a remake or a remaster. Why do I need something that...
But you're old. You're old, dude.
The younger people can play the original too. They don't need to go back and remaster it.
And how are they going to play that? How are they going to play that, right? If they do get the older game, like for example, Max Payne is one of my favorite games. I have it on my Steam. I try and play it, and to even try and get to the frickin' loading screen of it, I have to jump through a million hoops, install extra mods and all this stuff, right? For it to barely play, right? But it's one of my favorite games that is basically unplayable at the moment unless I jump through a lot of hoops. Now, if they had to come and make a remaster of it, and they did a really good job of it, and updated the graphics and all that kind of stuff, smoother gameplay and that, I think I would buy it, because I'd be replaying something that I can't, really access now, especially if you think of stuff that only came out on consoles. And now, I don't agree, again, right, with everything. Just like live services games, there are good live services games and there are shitty live services games, right? This is just, again, corporate chill, right? It's, so we could spend a lot of time, or we could spend no time and just do remaster, and, that's fine. That's the problem. The problem isn't remastering. The problem is how they go about doing it. If they do it...
No. That's your problem. My problem is we don't need remasters. If that's like coming out with a new revised edition of a movie or a re-edited book every few years.
So what do you want them to do? So how do you want them to do?
I don't want them to do anything. I want them to create new fucking games to entertain me. And when I have the memories or the need for the old games,
let me ask you
I will
something.
go play
Did you watch Godfather?
Yeah.
Did you watch it in the year of release?
I don't think so.
No, you watch it years later, right?
Not too many years later. What are you trying to say?
Okay. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean, right? You didn't watch it at the time, right? Let's say, okay, maybe Godfather is... Fight Club. Fight Club is actually a good example, because Fight Club was like 98, 99, somewhere around about there, just as VHS was going to DVD. So if they've just decided that Fight Club was just going to stay on VHS, and we're not going to put it on DVD, okay? Now, I know what you're going to say with this, but it's still the same movie, right? I understand, right? But it is remastered as well. They might not say it is, but they obviously have to change the fidelity of it so that it's playable on a 1080p or a 4K resolution. Okay, or else all you're going to see is, instead of seeing the guy getting beat to shit, all you're seeing is like a blurry mess. But they do it, right? They took it from VHS, they put it on DVD, and then they put it on Blu-ray, and then they put it on streaming. And whenever you want to watch Fight Club, you can even go to Disney Plus now. Boom, there it is, done. Okay.
You're talking about convenience. That has nothing to do with that's. I don't. No, it does,
because that movie, to be able to be playable, if that movie came out in 1999, right, on a format that, geez, what in 99 or 98 didn't even have. Wait, what was it? 480p was the max. We didn't even measure shit.
Not
like
for
that.
Movies. Okay, come on. All right. Where's my AI buddies here?
Okay.
When did we have Laserdisc and Blu-ray?
Blu-ray was probably early 2000s.
So you're saying it needs to be done to update for today's modern.
All right,
technology.
let's take an older movie. Let's take an older
Let's
movie.
not take movies. Let's continue with games. I don't know why we're swiping from the movies.
Because I'm trying to show you, right, that you should be able to, make it available for other people to play and consume and maybe re-enjoy,
I don't care about other people.
Like I never played the original Mafia game, right? And I always felt I missed out. Then the Mafia game came along, and I was like, "This is fantastic." It's like, did I?
Yeah, I think you did. Buffy the Mafia game. I don't know what that is, but
they should have made a Buffy the Vampire Slayer game. Just saying. I think there was a missed opportunity there.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what? Instead of, I got, and I know I'm not talking about movies, but, and I'm changing topic here a little bit, but, imagine, how they're trying to do continuation of stuff now, right? I mean, it's the latest, spin the wheel, which IP can we fuck up next, right?
Yeah.
Firefly, for example. Now, Firefly is doing what I would suggest to be done, and it's like, don't use the same medium. So, imagine if instead of, another Star Wars, shitty movie or series, they just made a good Star Wars game to continue their story. I think that would be like a good avenue that they could do to remake IPs without, upsetting everybody and just, I guess if the story's shit, it's still shit, I guess. But you know what I'm saying.
I was about to name off 3 recent Star Wars games, starting with Outlaws, which the game itself...
Motherfucker, none of them should better be Jedi, because those games are good. Right? Yes, they have their more specific problems. I mean, Survivor isn't it? Jeez, I don't know, dude. When you get old and everything just... 2000 was like a couple of years ago.
I don't know what you're talking about getting old. I am a young man.
When did this game come out? 2023. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. That was a good Jedi game, a good Star Wars game.
Jedi Survivors. Is that the parkour with boss fights game?
It's the Souls-like ones.
I don't think I played that.
It was Jedi Fallen Order, then they made Jedi Survivor.
Oh yeah, Fallen Order was that one. Yeah, Fallen Order was like if they took the worst parts of Horizon and then added cool boss fights.
Wow, we have very differing opinions. Do you like Souls-like games? Because I mean, I've never played the Jedi game, and I really enjoy
I think they're okay. They're not. I think that they can be fun for other people. I don't like. Here's my thing with Souls-like games. I don't like a game that punishes me for not memorizing something I didn't know that was going to happen. The whole idea of a Souls-like is that you learn how you died, you go back and you do it again.
Yeah.
It's like early on when they're trying to teach you math, instead of teaching you to understand the systems and the formulas, they teach you to memorize the pattern and then punish you if you don't have a good memory or if you don't memorize that. That's not get good. You're not, being.
Yeah, it's a memory. It becomes a memory game.
Yeah,
right, fair enough.
you're just
but
doing patterns.
I have to agree with you only to a certain point, because at some point it does become skill, right?
It's not skill. It's pattern memorization.
No, because you know the tells,
right?
And
you
you don't die
recognize
as
the
much.
pattern of the tells.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But that's like if you were playing a fighting game and you knew the tells of the other person when they were going to do specific moves, and you know how to counter them because of that. That's the same kind of thing. A lot of gaming is memory and memorizing specific moves or specific things to do, right? I mean, even crafting. How do you figure out crafting? Crafting is okay, obviously a lot of games these days just have recipes and stuff, but originally it was, let's see what happens when we put this shit together. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this. So it's also patterns. What you're playing is a freaking pattern. What are you talking about?
I'm ignoring you. I'm playing my pattern.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
But the difference is nobody's running around saying, "Oh, this is the best Souls-like," or "Souls-like is great," because you have to be skilled to play it. It's pattern recognition and punishment for not recognizing the pattern.
But I think you're also misunderstanding why a lot of people like the Souls games. I think it's deeper than just memory pattern. I think it's the challenge. I think it's the way that it presents itself, the aesthetics, the graphics of it. And a lot of the.
I gotta tell you, the Dark Souls, especially the early ones.
We're just listen. Ugly. Everybody's crawling before they walk.
Oh my! What do you mean crawling? They're over 20, 25 years old. This isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
They're ready to be fucking put out the pasture.
Compare their first game to Elden Ring, right? It's night and day. I mean, I haven't played any of them. So I've got no skin in the game, right? It's I like challenging games, but the stories have to grab me, and I just don't like the world those kinds of worlds. But I do like that kind of storytelling where it's like environmental storytelling, But I like a little bit of narration too, and like Bethesda does. I like that. You can follow the normal breadcrumbs, but then you've also got all the stuff that you can read and stuff like that. Usual. That's my take anyway.
That was a really long-winded take just to say that indie studio or down in Bermuda is worth $15. A long take. You just took me on a joyride.
All right. Well. Since you circled back to down in Bermuda, let's talk about the Epic Store. Don't you feel like the Epic Store is like that? In your stereotypical friend group, the kid that just doesn't fit in but has loads of money and tries to just do stuff to fit in. I feel like that's Epic.
I
they're
think
trying their best to be cool, right? They're like, Steam gives you 30%. It takes 30% of your cut. We'll only take 15.
Yeah.
We'll give you 2 free games every 2 weeks. And it's like, yeah, man, but like nobody is playing outside of the normal meat of your platform, which is the Unreal Engine and Fortnite, let's say Rocket League as well. Probably 5 games that you could say, right? That are probably always. I mean, and I could be wrong. We should look up statistics. But I'd like to see what like the circulation of top 5 played games is in.
It's definitely going to be
versus Steam.
Yeah, well, it's going
I think
to be
Steam obviously varies a lot more. I don't like people don't go to Steam to play Valve games. Okay, because and
I don't know.
Don't really have
Dota
that
2.
many.
I think if we look up Dota 2 and Counter Strike.
CS:GO, yeah.
Yeah, they're
okay,
going
well
to be
let's
the top played.
maybe I'm just talking out of my ass, but I still think that Epic tries its absolute best, right, and spend like a fortune so that it could be, installable on devices on Apple and all this other shit, and just tries to make a big noise. And Valve's just sitting in the corner going, "Whatever, man." Like, like you're so insignificant. We don't even care. We don't even engage.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
All right, let's
But
see
I don't
here.
think it's. I think that's a. Well, I'm going to correct you there because or challenge you really because I don't think it's a Epic versus Valve. I think everyone else is trying to go against Valve. I think Valve is. You know what? We just want to produce some good stuff.
Who's that?
Valve. Yeah, Steam.
Okay, so
they're not in competition. Everyone's trying to be in competition with them because they're a market leader.
Okay, this is surprising. So the top 5 games on Epic are, of course, Fortnite and Rocket League second. Then GTA 5 Enhanced, I'm guessing for GTA Online, but I mean, maybe not. Because, well, I mean, it's still your Rockstar account. Oh, I know why. They had it for free. Do you remember that? Like it crashed. It crashed the Epic servers and everything. Like it was the most like downloaded game that they've had, outside of their 2 top sellers, because of that. Because it was just boom, available to everyone. So that's number 3. Then you've got Genshin Impact, and then Valorant. Okay, so this is current. I don't know. I mean, like I can look up Tom.
That's strange that Valorant would, because Valorant has its own launcher. And Valorant you can get on all the game things, which is kind of weird. You can get it, I think, on Steam, Epic.
Okay, so now let's. This is very interesting. It's Steam.
See, you should be streaming because showing your screen, walking through this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I think next time let's take a few minutes, 15 minutes before, and prep and get things set up for us.
Yeah. I mean, I could have gone through it. I just couldn't be asked. Sorry.
Oh, damn it! So close to first place.
Just, yeah, nobody cares. So the top 5 games based on player count. This is the other thing that's interesting is Epic just gives me the top games, no player counts, just the top games. And on Steam, through the Steam charts,
is it played or sold?
Current players. This is most played. I'm looking at most played games, not most sold, most played. Okay, so the most played game on Steam is CS2, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious. Dota 2, okay. The number falling is ridiculous though, right? So right now, as of right now, the number of current players on Counter-Strike 2 is over 1 million. Okay,
wow.
Peak today of 1.3 million. I had no idea it's still that popular. I mean, maybe we're just old. I don't know. But that is amazing. Dota 2 in second place with 499,000. So not even 500k. So more than less of the current player count of CS2. And then again, a massive drop after that to Forza Horizon 6 with 198,000, less 300k.
That's really good. That's much better than I thought it was going to be for Forza.
I'm not surprised because it is the most accessible game. I'm not surprised. It still has very bad acting in it. Like at this point, I'm starting to think it's an in-joke. They just make the story so bad because they just want to I think personally, I mean, in my head, in my wonderful brain, it's them making fun of Need for Speed trying to make serious stories for their racing games. Because it's just so bad, dude. And you can create basically someone that has no arms and no legs and still one of the best drivers in the world.
What? No.
Look, in Horizon 5,
that might almost make it worth it.
In Horizon 5, you can customize your character to look like the Bionic Man or Woman. You can give yourself prosthetic legs and arms. Right? Did you not know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So you're just nubs. You're just a torso. Anyway, right. This is super interesting, and it explains why. I think this is what this is, but yeah. 5M. That's the role-playing GTA server, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about the role-playing servers. Not for many decades.
I'm pretty sure. And this actually is a good segue. Yeah, it's a role-playing version of GTA Online. You can pick a job and you do that job and all that kind of stuff. There's 175,000 people playing it. Now, I saw this in the news recently. You get 5M and you get Red M, which is the Red Dead Redemption version, right, of Red Dead Online. But again, completely, full on proper role playing. They have admins and everything, and you can obviously create your own server, stuff like that. But Rockstar has bought them, right? They are playing now.
Server?
Bought the company that does the mods, and they're now part of Rockstar.
Interesting.
And there will be servers created by these folks and using the help of these modders, which are now Rockstar employees. I don't know if they are employees. I'm getting this stuff wrong. Obviously, I'm not here to, give. This isn't a new show, but it's something like that. And yes, they're going to make that a big part of the community for GTA 6. So I think GTA 6, I know last time you're like, whatever, GTA 6. I think GTA 6 has the potential to be probably the biggest gaming experience.
It's going to be huge, no doubt. Even if it bombs after, it's going to do incredible with the sales, and then it's going to be another, you called it a generational game, and I think that's a good phrase for it.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget, GTA 5 originally came out, on PS3? I believe PS3. And,
yeah, because it went through the 4 and the 5. There were a few jokes about that.
So, I guess that's maybe your way of doing it. Game on a console.
On a console?
That's the equivalent.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
No, I'm saying, what you were saying about, you don't want...
I lost you.
What do you mean you lost me?
You started talking, you were saying, and then...
You lost my audio? It's back?
Yeah, lost your audio, but I did see you making, motions. I wasn't sure if you, giving that old 90s X across your hips thing to somebody, your arms are swinging.
No, I was just walking. Man. I just got tired of I was sitting down, since I'm not on your screen. Anyway, where were we?
GTA 6. You think it's going to be good?
Yeah.
But you're going on all these weird
no.
rants. We still haven't even circled back to the original thing about Tomb Raider. All this started because you were talking about Tomb Raider, and then we talked about remakes, and you went down this just trail.
Okay, I thought that's what we were doing. I didn't know we were still going to go back to Tomb Raider.
We can do anything. We can do anything you want.
But hey,
I just think it's funny. I just want to bring it to your attention that you chase butterflies.
Yeah.
Nobody's business.
100% I do, man. You see, I have a problem with short-term memory, and the only way I have of combating that problem is just by everything that comes into my mind is just saying it out. What do you want to say about Tomb Raider? I thought it was pretty shitty. I expected more.
Now, did you expect more because you went in with those expectations, or was it a comparison of what it was to what was delivered? Because it sounded like you had a place in your mind that you wanted to be like another remake, and it wasn't.
Exactly. Here's the thing, right? When I think of a remake, I have expectations of, like I said, Mafia, for example, right? I wouldn't say Red Dead 1, because that was also just a coat of paint. What they should have done with Red Dead 1, which they were doing, right? I heard inside sources that told me before the GTA remakes did so poorly, they were going to redo Red Dead 1 in the Red Dead 2 engine, like Rockstar themselves. And then they just decided, well, we'll just outsource it like we did with the other one. And correct.
Yeah, once the founder left, it went in the cost-saving mode. That's why I don't have a lot of high expectations for GTA 6.
Look, it's not. This is what I say to people. It's like, company is made up of the people that are in it, right? So like BioWare today is not what BioWare was 20 years ago. Obviously, not when all your leadership team is gone and right?
Oh yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
your leadership team and your core developers. Yeah, a lot of the core developers left too.
Yeah. So okay, cool. I understand that. And I think that's the big problem there.
Yeah, I think it's a big problem too, especially in any format. That's one of the reasons why I don't like remakes or the when somebody has creative input to change or adapt a story as they see fit. That's different than the creative vision that originally brought me into it, that made me fall in love with the IP.
Okay, but a good remake doesn't do that. A good remaster doesn't do that. That's the exact thing. That a good remaster keeps the expectation of that what you said there, which is the experience. Okay, it's not necessarily the graphics, it's not necessarily the gameplay, but it's the whole experience, everything in one, right? And I think when you update it for what we're more comfortable with these days, because obviously evolved. I mean, like, let's be honest. Yeah, we all like to, sometimes fire up an old 8-bit game like Super Mario and have a little bit of fun in it, but we're not going to. Well, I don't know. Some people do, but the majority of people are not going to sit down and replay the game in that form. They would rather just play the latest Super Mario on the Switch, right?
Yeah, that's true, but it doesn't have to be an entire new remaster to play it on the Switch. The Switch is fully capable, as you can tell from the boatload of indie games and the graphic style that they use, because it's economical and easy access. And yeah, everybody has time to play the first Mario, by the way. It's like, what, an hour?
By the way, I'm obviously totally wrong about the Tomb Raider remastered because, on Steam it's got a very positive review, but only 3,475 reviews.
So it's probably sold about 40,000.
Mm-hmm.
And those are fans. What do the reviews say? Is it like, this is great?
Well, someone could just call it AI slop. Remastered.
I love that that's now a viable way to describe something.
Yeah, which again, it's not AI slop. Someone did put effort into that. Not a lot, but they did. The review currently covers Tomb Raider 1, blah blah blah. Pros: same gameplay and controls as the original. Yeah, maybe that's what people want. I was like, I can't even pivot. At least it picked up the controller. Should be happy about that. But yeah, it's very nostalgic. Classic from PS1, remastered. It's nostalgic. I can only recommend this if you played the originals, yeah, and remember how bad video game controls were. But he still recommended it though. Oh, after 0.4 hours, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, you shouldn't even be allowed. Valve does great things because they don't change the formula much, right? They know what gamers want and they just leave it there, and they don't try and like zazz up the fucking UI and shit like that, right? It's still the same boring shit it's been, right? Maybe a little bit, more better color grading. But letting someone who's had a 0.4 hours on record count towards the review score, that's criminal, man.
I don't know. I have about the same amount of time down in Bermuda, and I already came to the same conclusion. You know what?
You
this
didn't
game
pay
isn't
for it.
Me.
You didn't pay for it.
Well, even if especially if I did pay for it, fucking yes, I would have left a review. Pay 15 euros for a game that has a gameplay that, one, isn't satisfying, two, doesn't know how to deliver what it actually is in the systems that it has.
You're super upset about this game.
I'm not upset. I think I'm upset that
this
you're
game
such
hurt
a
your
fan
children.
of it. I think
this game hurt your children.
I think it's because you are supporting this game that I'm like, no, I must kill his support. I must destroy it.
Let the dark side flow through you.
Oh, yeah, the Sith have the right way. No other in the entire Star Wars galaxy is there any other kind of order that says, you know what, if you can do it, try it. Absolutely nothing else. The rebels are like, oh, we're just going to be where we are. We're going to fight because we want equality. Ah. But it's not, you know what, we're going to fight because it's the right thing to do, and we can do it. They're like, oh, I don't know. Oh, don't give in to the fear. Fear is the dark side.
Mate, next you're going to tell me that Sith are just misunderstood.
They're not misunderstood. They value power and meritocracy. It's a great system. You know what? If you're a farmer and you want to be a military commander, then fucking get your shit in gear and do it. And if you can't do it, okay.
Then die. While serving the Empire.
Can you think of a better way to go?
Oh, man. Yeah. A few.
Oh.
You know, I mean, like, let's be honest, right? Okay, not what they turned Vader into, but what Vader was supposed to be. If you were an Imperial, like anything, even a Stormtrooper not because you'd probably be like fucking, you know, you have no senses left. You're completely desensitized from everything, right? But, you know, if you're an Imperial officer and that man walks past you, you shit a fucking brick every single time. Because you don't know what this motherfucker's gonna do. Like you say, he's like, oh, I just feel like fucking crushing that guy's neck because, you know, he sneezed in my direction.
Was it a disrespectful sneeze? Was it a challenging sneeze? These are the questions that need to be asked and defined.
Oh, man. Oh, I can't wait. You know, and I mean, like, when I say this out loud, people must think, what the fuck? But I cannot wait, right, for my son to realize that Anakin is Vader. Like, I cannot wait for that betrayal. Because, you know, he's only 8. Like, you know, like...
He's going through the journey the way it was intended.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of debate, discussion started with first, but I was like, you know what? He has very little understanding of it, and I don't want to, like, you know, oh, everything's bad, but then I'm going to show you when it was good. No, you started 1 and we go until, you know, 6, and we stop there. We stop at 6. We stop at 6.
Yes.
We stop at 6.
Well, you have to. 6 is the end. There's nothing else.
Yeah, there's nothing else after that. Like I said, and then all there is in episode 1, episode 2, then I'm going to show him Clone Wars. So you can absolutely love Anakin. You're like, holy shit, this man is like, he just knows, right? He fights for his people, you know. He's, you know, like, he's fast and loose with the with the Jedi way, you know. It's perfect. He's got that like rebel attitude, you know, chaotic good, you know. Everybody wants to like him in the series because of that, because they know that, like, he's always going to go after those clone troopers, even though there's millions of them.
You know what they should do? They should do the Clone Wars with Anakin as a TV show, but call it Sith All Along. So that you can see those things where he is a good guy, but he's so focused on strength and proving himself.
Yeah. And war and military might. Oh man. Oh man, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good when I show him episode 3 and he sees him killing the younglings and he sees him fighting Obi-Wan and being destroyed and, you know, only having and literally just being
what you're
an arm
saying right now
and a torso.
And what you're describing right now is what people think the Sith Empire is about. That kind of evil enjoyment.
It is. You know.
No.
It is. You know, you want to enjoy seeing, you know, suffering.
Not all the Sith.
No. You know, but, you know, we're talking about, you know, the Sith in the movies.
Well, Darth Vader didn't enjoy watching other people suffer. That actually made him crazy. The suffering made him crazy. He was.
But he was always suffering. He was always suffering himself, man. We're not. I'm not going full on nerd. We're not doing full on nerd. I mean, like, you know, we can do bit nerdy stuff, but we're not doing full nerd. Like, we're not
what do you mean we're not doing
debating.
full nerd? Like, you want me to?
We're not going to start debating about, like, you know, mental ethos of Anakin Skywalker.
Wait, there's no debate. I mean. We We have the historical documents online we can reference at any time.
Yep. I mean, it's as true as everything else in this world. Oh man. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. You know.
That is a very Sith thing. Just so you know.
Well, you must feed into his anger. Use it.
It's only going to make him stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better hope he doesn't think that you're the master and he's the apprentice, or else he's going to be taking you out.
Oh, no. He knows his place.
Yeah, that's what the Emperor thought.
I assert my dominance.
Wait, who is that retarded guy? Snoke? That's what Snoke thought, too.
Dude, that was so bad. I mean, like, okay, I'll tell you how much of all of those 3 movies I enjoyed, right? I literally enjoyed the first 5 minutes of episode 7. That was it.
It was very magical. Like, that was powerful to me.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, what an intro, man. What an intro. Like, the way you get introduced to Kylo Ren is fucking bad. This motherfucker just stopped a fucking blaster.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Just boom. Just there. And just held it like it was nothing.
Right? Right? Oh.
Like, now, yes, in the extended universe, we have people like Starkiller in the Fourth Legion, you know, but like in the basis of this, that motherfucker was doing shit that like even Yoda was struggling to pick up. I mean, he did lift the ship, but you know, there was some struggle going on there. This motherfucker just no. And every fucking Star Wars fan went, holy shit. And then the movie came.
And then it, yeah.
Yeah. And then you know, Luke's sorry, not even Luke's lightsaber. Anakin's lightsaber, somewhere fucking random by some woman that just has it. And I'm like, why does she have it? Oh, J.J. Abrams did this movie, right? We're never gonna know because, supposed to know. Make it up for yourself. It's like, no, if I wanted to make up myself, I would write my own fan fiction. I'm asking you to tell me what you think happened, and for me to enjoy it.
Yes.
This isn't a fucking create your own adventure.
How we wish it was.
Dude, I mean, I even I thought even people are like, no, the fact that he's what's the guy's name? There's the new trilogy people. It was Rey and Poe and Poe Dameron, and who was the other guy?
Finn, whose name isn't Finn, but it's part of his sign number, his call sign.
Yeah. FN whatever. Yeah, Finn.
Yeah. Traitor.
I enjoyed Finn. I thought Finn's character was good. I thought that he was going to be the Force user. I thought that's why he, didn't agree with what was going on, and it's kind of like the Force willing him to. That was what I thought. I don't know how this, but I'm going to finish my train of thought here. But I thought, that's how they were showing him. But again,
train of thought.
In typical fucking J.J. Abrams fucking style, I was like, no, that's just a red herring. It's her. She just magically knows. I mean, the fact that either pick up a lightsaber was great. What a great piece of storytelling, And you change it into a baton. Better storytelling. The guy that stopped that blast in the beginning, he couldn't even fucking take them out properly in a fucking forest. Like, let's be honest. Rey at the start of the not Rey, Kylo Ren at the start of the movie. If that had continued in that vein, when he got to that scene, he would have just choked both of them out. And that's it.
Just crash them into each other.
Done.
Yeah.
Just boom, boom, done. Take him. Either kill him or take him. Depends on what his master told him to do, I guess, because it's still the Sith. And that's it. That's it. That would have been roll credits. And away we go.
The way it should have been.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to do that. Everyone's ranted. Everybody likes it. Yes. Blah, blah, blah. Disney Star Wars sucks.
It's done and over with. Yeah, maybe though. I really liked Kylo Ren as a character. I loved his anguish. Yep. I love that. I could understand why he was so frustrated and confused.
Yeah. Him losing his shit. You know? The temper tantrum. People are like, oh, what a temper. Like, no, that is good fucking acting. That's good, You know, he's embracing his emotions. It's the whole fucking
When you
part of
try
it.
to hold things too tightly, you get arthritis.
You know, him having Vader's old helmet, that was a bit much. You know, the whole thing about him wanting to walk, to become Darth Vader, I don't think that was needed. You know,
No,
he could have
no.
been, no Sith in history has ever wanted to be the other Sith. That again
Oh,
with weakness.
who was the first officer, the leader of the First Order, the Ginger?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, did he play a great fucking role?
Yeah, he was fun.
I until the later movies.
He's a good actor.
I didn't watch them, but apparently there's some bullshit with him. But the scenes that he was in with what I did watch, I was just like, wow, like.
Yeah, he wasn't the problem.
Stuff.
Again, like the problem was that just the member berries, and then just random shit just happening, and you're going, oh fuck it, the last was Batman, man, We're just random shit's happening, and you're just supposed to know what's happening. I mean, at least with Batman vs Superman, if you're a comic book nerd, you have some reference to how it's chopping and changing all over the place. With Star Wars, you're just like, I don't know, let's see where this goes. Oh, now we're on the planet, and again, this person has. I mean,
so,
hang on a minute.
What you're saying is that the remakes were not done very well. The episode
no, well, those aren't
4
remakes. No,
they are
so
remakes.
Those are extensions. They're not remakes. It's not the same story retold, right? Because
Episode
they're
7
going to do that,
is episode 4.
Okay, yes, it's there for the member berries. Okay, 100%. I get what you're trying to say, right? But it's not comparable. Look, man, that is not the same thing as, again, and I'm going to come back to it so we can bring this back to gaming, what Mafia did, right? And I don't know if you played the original Mafia, but even if you played the original Mafia, right?
I did play the original with the slow-ass cars.
The cars are still slow. The cars are still slow, and that mission is still, that the famous mission of the racing, where you're doing like the Formula 1 racing?
Yeah.
And it's like famous because it was almost impossible to beat. It was like ridiculously hard. When that mission starts in the remaster, funny, it says, do you want to play this the original way? With all the pain and anguish. It says something like really funny. It says, or do you want like the easier version? And if you play it the proper way, man, it's that level of difficulty. So I thought that was really good. I'm curious. So if we go to Mafia, not Olka.
I like that you're doing some research. We definitely need to get you a screen so you can share and people can see how brilliant you are.
Oh yeah, I'm going on Google. Fucking watch me roll.
They don't know you're going to Google. You can say I'm checking my publisher database that I have because of my access as an insider to the industry, and that's why you should use Boiler Room to help support your indie.
Okay, good plug. I enjoyed that.
I'll do all your commercials, dude.
Cool. Anyway, so Mafia Definitive Edition, 28,000 reviews versus the 10,000. I thought it was going to be higher. I thought it sold more copies. Be interested to see how many copies it sold.
That sounds like
anyway.
Copies to me.
We're rabbit holing again here. Like anyone watching this is going to be like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
no, they'll start chatting right away and be like, "No, motherfucker, this is why."
Yeah, I mean, it could be. We are going for that original podcasty vibe. I don't even know. By the way, never call what we do a podcast because it's just like, just feel dirty.
Why? Why do you feel dirty?
Because it's just like everybody's doing it, and everybody's got, trying to do the same shit.
Are you on Discord?
Am I on Discord? Yes.
Yeah. Did you just talk about Star Wars? Yeah, dude, we're just like everybody else. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah. It's okay. We're all humans. A lot of us are fucked up and weird based off a whole bunch of different stuff. It's cool. We're all part of the same species. Don't be embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed.
You should be. For a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, I hear that often, but I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Mafia sold 1.4 to 1.6 million copies on its own.
Nice.
That's yeah, that's a good number. Let's see what the Tomb Raider remastered.
Oh, this dude is crushing me. Mother trucker.
Sold Tomb Raider remastered.
There you go.
Remastered.
There you go. Put him
Yes,
to bed. Bam. Take it, C-Fig.
I mean,
I bet you those are his initials, and that's his birthday. I bet you I can get into his account now. God damn it. Why do people do
that? maybe don't announce stuff like that, you know, so that other people are like, I'm going to try that now. Jeez.
Yeah, it would have slipped by, but you had to call attention to that.
It would not have slipped by.
You don't know what you're talking about. It would have slipped by.
Yeah. That's like what, crashing the car and then going into the passenger seat and going, don't know what happened. Where's the driver?
Oh, I got carjacked. Instant innocence.
I wonder, right, how many people have pulled out a get out of jail free card to a policeman?
We should put that as a poll once we get people actually following.
Yeah. That would be, I mean, because you know it's been done. You know it. You know that some person, right? And I don't mean like, you know, like a staged thing where, you know, like, oh, I'm going to do something bad so that a cop pulls me over, and then when he pulls me over, I'm going to give him the badge, the card. I don't mean that. I mean like you were literally like drunk out of your fucking mind, or you were just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to jail anyway. And you just pull out and get out of jail.
What's the worst that can happen, right?
Yeah, a lot. Police brutality is real, people. Especially when you piss them off. So, do you want to talk about TFT at all? No, by the way, like,
no. No, I think we can do that once you start playing and we play together.
Okay.
I think that would be a fun thing to do, and we don't need to do it as a scheduled thing. We can just do it out of the blue.
I only found out like halfway through my second match that those like inventory icons, I had to drag them to use them. I thought they were passive.
No, you have to drag them onto the character, and they can combine in the things.
They could do a tutorial. They could have like a tutorial. You know, like
I think they do.
Games. No, they have a tutorial video, and I was like, I ain't gonna watch it.
Ah, okay. All right, so they do have a tutorial. It's just not the way that you like.
Yeah. The way that I like, you know, the way that every other game does it. You know, like, hey, here's a... I mean, freaking Hearthstone does it. Hearthstone literally has you playing a couple of matches, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, I got the hang of it.
Are you
we should do that.
Like a Hearthstone?
Yeah.
Have you played any game from like the past, like 10 years or?
All right, motherfucker. You want some interesting statistics? You want some interesting statistics, right?
Does this have to deal with your, you know, ancient?
So
account? No, that's why you want remix, because you only play games that were made from like the ancient days when we used fucking stones as dice.
I just got the Outward 2 beta. I'm gonna find out if I can stream that. I've been invited to the beta. You should try and get invited. We can play it because it's multiplayer.
Yeah, and
Outward 2.
That's a tough game, Mr. I need a tutorial.
Outward?
The Outward games? Yeah.
You know, there's only one, so this is the second.
Yeah, Outward games. Actually, I think there's 3. They did,
No.
Well, the first one had like an update to it or something, right?
Okay,
You're gonna make me look it up. I'm gonna blame you for my loss now.
Okay, so here's what I've been playing. I have been playing GTA 5. I'm not making my case any better. Cyberpunk 2077. Right, these are the games that I'm playing. Okay. Baldur's Gate 3. That's fairly new. That's fairly current. And Split Fiction. Fairly enough. I'm playing it with a friend of mine. Very good game. I absolutely think that it is criminal how not more is being said about Split Fiction.
I think you're just way behind the times. when Split Fiction came. It had won awards at the game thing.
Oh, no, I know, but it's like, I think it's still. Look, Red Dead Redemption 2 is how old, and people literally sit it and compare it to the latest game.
Because there's something to do after the story ends, or even before you get to the story. In Split Fiction,
okay.
it's there's a start and there's a finish.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
If you have not played it, no, it is. It's I love the fact that it's a package game like that.
Yeah.
But it is just the way that they incorporate so many different gameplay styles, and they just work. You know.
Did you just say it just works? I hope you looked at the camera and said, "It just works."
Hey man, don't knock Todd Howard. You know, we wouldn't have Skyrim without him. We wouldn't have Fallout 4 or 3 without him, and we would have had no more Fallouts. Which some people are like, oh, there's only. Shut the fuck up.
We would have had.
Yeah, they were good.
We would have had more Fallouts.
From who? From fucking Interplay? That were eating themselves alive.
From somebody.
You know?
Yeah, how many Fallout mods are there? How many Fallout knockoffs are there? We would have had another Fallout. Somebody would have picked it up if Bethesda didn't.
Well, I think they did a pretty decent job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like all their games.
I mean, it's... 1 and 2 still has a very special place in my heart, but... You're a fan. Other recent games I've played is Divinity 2, The Witcher 3,
yeah, you're just proving my point.
Slay the Spire, Metro 20. I'm literally just going down my list. Metro 23, Ducks, Path of Exile.
Is that like this week or like?
No, this is in the past. This is April and May.
April and May. Why are you playing so many different games? That's like 20 different games in like.
Well, no, it's just okay. So, what I'm currently involved in.
Sorry, I can't talk to you. I'm dating a game.
Is Witcher 3 that I'd never played through. Never played it. And so I decided I need to play it and see what all the hubbub is about. And it's amazing, especially playing at a harder difficulty. It should be played.
What difficulty are you playing?
Not the hardest one, the second hardest one.
Second hard. All right. Well, let me know what that is. And I tell you what, next time when we come back next week, I will start Witcher 3 because I haven't played it at all, even though I own several copies of it across several different platforms. I will play, and then we can come back and talk about that.
It's good, man. Like when if you're playing it on harder difficulties, you got to sit and prepare before big fights, and I really like that.
Don't talk about it now. What do you?
Okay, hang on.
You're like my wife. Like I say something. I give it time, and then you just
I'm exactly like your wife. My wife watches it and realizes that when your wife, you think of me. That is the greatest thing you've said.
She just threw something at me.
All night. Yeah, good.
Hey,
good.
Don't encourage her.
Yeah, it should be heavier. It's like whatever you say, it's so funny, man. The sidetracking is ridiculous. You've watched The Crew, right? You've watched The Crew?
The Crew? I don't think so.
Yeah, you did. I told you to watch, and you were like, it's the one. I know it's forgettable. Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah, the movie that you have
the action movie.
Be specific. The movie.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
With
Jason Momoa, and in the beginning when he's calling Moreno, whatever her surname is, her character Mia Moore.
What did she say? I'm not Portuguese or some shit.
No, yeah, I'm not fucking Spanish. I'm Brazilian.
Yeah.
Because he keeps speaking Spanish to her, and I was like, that's so good. I'm glad, because she is Brazilian. She's got an American accent. She is Brazilian.
Oh, that's funny.
But it was good. I also like that actress. I think she's very underrated, and she was really good in Gotham.
Yeah.
When Gotham was good. Gotham did take a weird turn, but the first seasons of Gotham were exactly what I wanted to see.
Yeah, I was surprised by Gotham.
Yeah, but again, then they had to make it about Bruce Wayne and Batman towards the end. And I was like, nah, you lost me.
I think they did all right. I think it was good, but I think that's also a discussion for another night. So I'm going to wrap up on this.
Oh, you're done?
So those that are here or just clicking to the end to see what the hell we say at the end, well, goodbye. And thanks for joining me.
Let's thank our sponsor.
Urik187.
We don't have a sponsor.
You are the sponsor.
I am the sponsor.
Boiler Room.
I'm sponsoring jack shit.
Do you wanna take 1 minute and talk about what Boiler Room is?
Nah.
Okay. All right, then. We'll save that for another time. Prep your elevator chat because you have to do your pitches every so often. Get it out there.
No, that's not what this is for, man.
It doesn't
If it
matter if
comes up
that's.
naturally,
Oh, my goodness. It's always
we
what
will
it's
talk
for.
about it. But no, it's not what it's for.
Do your
Thank you very
elevator
much,
pitches.
Mazeroth.
I'm going to ask you to do them all the time, Urik. So it doesn't matter if you think it's what it's for or not. I'm going to ask. And then with that prompt, you will provide the elevator pitch. We will have 3,000 clips out of each thing that we do that you can publish and send out here and there.
Okay.
I'm crazy. I got plans.
I'm going to say, hey, if you want to be a good indie and not a shit indie, come talk to me. I'll teach you how to go from being a shit indie to being a good.
Yeah, you should let me say that. You should be a little bit. You should keep your side of that chat a little bit more professional. I'll come it up.
This is why I don't want to talk about it. Yeah.
All right.
Do yourself a favor, and I know I'm talking about another podcast, but go watch the guys that sent you bonus pack. Do a podcast of Dragon Ball and other anime, and they need all the love they can get because I love that their way of commenting on shit. It's so good.
I will have to check them out.
All right, man.
You
Have a
can
good night.
stay. I'm just